In this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is in Learning Ladders to customize your curriculum, or indeed just use one of our pre-created assessment frameworks. So within the platform, you would log in, you go to our Ladders section here. You have three different areas. My Ladders is what's live on your site at any moment in time. The Ladder Bank is our selection of pre-created assessment frameworks. And then the Creation Zone is where you can customize it. So if we go into here, you can have a look at a really standard sort of framework and how Ladders works. If I go to maths, for example, the way Learning Ladders is organized is you have a subject. You can have any subject in any language. That's then broken down into what we call a ladder. It can be an aspect or a topic or a theme in old money, and you can have as many of those as you like. And then those in turn are broken down into objectives, which are grouped by year groups. So for example, in this particular example, you can see within measurement, there's a number of objectives allocated to year 6 that this particular framework is saying children should achieve by the end of year 6, year 5, and so forth. So within that hierarchy, you can have any particular structure that you like, super easy to change. So if I go back into reading, for example, or if I go into any of the other subjects, you can see we've got tons and tons of different subjects in here. You can add your own, you can go into manage subjects, you can add your own, you can make up anything you like, add your own subjects in any language. If I have a look at some of these ones in here again, so if I go back to maths, I go into addition, I'll show you around some of the other features. So if you wanted to take one of the existing frameworks and just customize it a little bit to your particular requirements, that's super easy to do here as well. So you scroll down to the bit that you're particularly interested in. You can do simple things like change the teaching sequence just by dragging and dropping it. You can edit the objectives themselves. You can change the objective just like you would edit a Word document, maybe change the year group that it's allocated to if you want to. You can flag them as a key performance indicator if you want to, just by clicking on this button here. That would give them a special icon throughout the system. And what you can also do is really bring your assessment frameworks to life. So why not use the opportunity to add in some useful teaching resources? This can be a link to an internal hard drive with moderated work, with lesson plans. It can be a link to an external resource, either a free one from someone like the BBC, or it can be a paid for service. It can link directly through to that. And you can also add in your teaching notes and descriptions in here as well. So that can be anything at all, but that's a great opportunity to bring the relevant part of, for example, your calculation policy to life, so that your more experienced senior teachers, your subject leaders, can support the entire teaching staff remotely on demand any time of day or night that they need to access this, and they only need to enter the information in once. So that's how you would build a curriculum within Learning Ladders using our existing frameworks. But it's just as simple if you wanted to add in your own subjects as well, and if you wanted to import your own curriculum. So you can import your own curriculum here. You just choose the file. So we have a template file that you can download here. And literally it's a spreadsheet where you would just flood fill the year groups, the subjects, the objectives that the children are intended to achieve, any resources that you want to add in, any teaching notes that you want to add in. Put it all into the spreadsheet, or just edit the headings on a spreadsheet if you've already got one. Upload it up into the system, and then it will automatically create your curriculum in this format within Learning Ladders as it is. Like I said, there's no limit to the number of subjects that you can have, and there's no limit to the languages that you can have in them as well. So it's perfectly okay to have them in here like this. It's just as okay if you want to. So if I go into here to have a look at subjects in various different ways, you can have a look at subjects where maybe you might decide to do objectives in multiple languages. So this is popular with some of our schools in China, for example. So super simple. Any frameworks, we have our existing frameworks in there for all the primary and early years core and foundation subjects. You can add your own in, you can edit it in any way you like. And the other final thing is, however you change your curriculum, Learning Ladders is the only system that's sophisticated enough to remember what the curriculum was like when children were in prior years. So you can update your curriculum every year and not corrupt your historical data, not corrupt your historical gap analysis and your understanding of the specific objectives that children did in the past. That's Learning Ladders curriculum management software.